Courage. We often think of it as something grand, a warrior charging into battle, a firefighter running into a burning building, or a revolutionary standing up against tyranny. But what if I told you that courage is not just for the extraordinary? What if courage was something you could cultivate in your everyday life, something that could make you stronger, calmer, and more resilient in the face of challenges? The Stoics believed that courage was not about the absence of fear, but about mastering it. It's about standing firm when life throws uncertainty at you. It's about taking action, not because you are fearless, but because you refuse to let fear control you. Today we are going to explore 5 powerful Stoic methods to develop courage, the kind of courage that will change how you approach everything in life. But before we begin, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Stoic Convert channel for more inspirations in Stoicism. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions or pretending to be invincible. It's about developing the mindset to face difficulties head-on with clarity and composure. Every day, we encounter moments where we can choose courage or comfort, when we can speak up instead of staying silent, push forward instead of retreating, or embrace discomfort instead of avoiding it. The ancient Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, lived in a time of wars, political upheaval, and personal hardships. Yet they found a way to cultivate inner strength that made them unshakable. And you can do the same. If you are ready to learn how to train yourself for courage in the Stoic way, let's get started. 1. Control your perception. One of the biggest reasons people hesitate to act courageously is because of how they perceive the situation. Fear often comes from exaggeration. Our minds amplify danger, risk, or embarrassment beyond what is real. The Stoics taught that courage starts in the mind and how we frame our experiences. Epictetus once said, "Men are disturbed not by things but by the view which they take of them." This means that fear itself is not the problem, our perception of fear is. To develop Stoic courage, start questioning your fears. When you feel afraid to do something, speak up in a meeting, take a big step in your career, or confront someone. Ask yourself, is this danger real, or is my mind making it bigger than it is? Imagine the worst-case scenario, and then ask, even if that happened, could I handle it? Most of the time, you'll realize that your fear is exaggerated and that you are more capable than you thought. Training yourself to perceive obstacles as challenges rather than threats will give you the strength to move forward, even when fear whispers in your ear. 2. Practice voluntary discomfort. The Stoics believed that the best way to prepare for hardships was to practice them voluntarily. Seneca, one of the wealthiest men in Rome, would deliberately sleep on the floor, eat simple food, and wear rough clothes just to remind himself that he could endure discomfort. This wasn't about self-punishment. It was about training the mind to be resilient. If you want to develop true courage, start exposing yourself to small doses of discomfort on purpose. You do not have to sleep on the ground like Seneca, but you can introduce controlled discomfort into your daily life. Take cold showers, skip a meal, walk instead of driving. Speak to someone new despite your social anxiety. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations where you are forced to confront resistance. When you repeatedly prove to yourself that you can handle discomfort, fear loses its grip on you. Courage grows when you show yourself that you can endure difficulty and still be okay. 3. Act, do not wait. Many people think courage is about waiting for the fear to go away before acting, but in reality it's the opposite. Action is what makes the fear go away. The Stoics taught that courage is not about waiting for the right moment, but about taking action despite uncertainty. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The next time you hesitate on something that you know is right, force yourself to act. Don't wait until you feel confident. Act first, and confidence will follow. Whether it's making a difficult phone call, starting a new project, or standing up for yourself, take immediate action. The longer you wait, the bigger fear grows. Courage is built through repeated exposure to action. Train yourself to move forward, even if it's just a small step. The more you do this, the less fear will have a hold on you. 4. Embrace failure as growth. Fear of failure is one of the biggest obstacles to courage. The Stoics, however, saw failure not as a disaster but as an essential part of growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that setbacks are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones toward success. Every failure teaches you something valuable, making you stronger for the next challenge. To develop Stoic courage, change how you view failure. Instead of seeing it as something to avoid, see it as something to learn from. When you fail, ask yourself, what did this teach me? How can I use this lesson to improve? The more you embrace failure as part of the process, the less afraid you will be to take risks. Courage is not about avoiding mistakes, it's about learning from them and moving forward regardless. 5. Practice gratitude in difficulty. One of the most unexpected ways to cultivate courage is through gratitude. When you focus on what you have rather than what you fear, your mindset shifts from scarcity to strength. The Stoics believed in practicing gratitude, even in hardship, because it reminded them of their inner resilience. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Often our fears are based on what we lack rather than what we already possess. Each day, take a moment to reflect on what you are grateful for, especially in difficult times. When facing a challenge, instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can this teach me?" Gratitude transforms fear into acceptance, making you more willing to take courageous action. When you are grateful, you realize that you have already survived so much, and you will continue to do so no matter what lies ahead. Developing Stoic courage does not mean eliminating fear. It means learning to act despite it. By changing how you perceive fear, practicing voluntary discomfort, taking action without hesitation, embracing failure, and cultivating gratitude, you will develop a mindset that makes you unshakable. Courage is not something you are born with, it's something you build. The more you train, the stronger you become. This is the Stoic convert. Which of these 5 methods will you start practicing today? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this valuable, share it with someone who needs a little Stoic courage in their life, and do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more insights into the timeless Stoic wisdom. Remember, fear is just a thought, and you have the power to rise above it. Thank you for watching.